Wednesday, June 18, 2003, 5:37 a.m. I opened my eyes to what looked like a mini war zone. If, that is, you could confine a war zone to a single motel room at the Palisades Motor Lodge. I was lying on the floor beside what used to be the bed. The bed sheets and a huge section of the mattress were completely shredded, with long scratches that looked like a pack of raptors had been trying to find a hidden morsel of food inside. The rest of the mattress and the sheets and blankets were strewn about in slices and pieces. The dresser across from the bed was lying face down in the middle of the room, and the back of it was scratched by what had to have been the same claws that tore the bed to pieces. The thick curtains and blinds that normally offered blackout protection to the room were hanging in tattered pieces, with the morning sun casting thin pillars of light that highlighted what must have been years of dust swirling about in the room. One of the pillars of dusty light spotlit the room's single armchair and table. The chair, like the bed, had been destroyed by some sort of claws, and, like the dresser, it had been knocked over. It lay on its side with its stuffing guts spilled out, like the tauntaun that Han sliced open on the ice planet Hoth so he could stuff Luke inside in The Empire Strikes Back. The little round metal table with the glass top that was beside the chair stood miraculously untouched and unbroken, without a single scratch on it. The carpet of the room itself was torn and ripped in several spots, and in the corner by the door to the outside there appeared to be what looked like a pile of dog shit. What the hell had happened here last night? I actually said part of that out loud. What the hell? My voice sounded weak and meek, particularly amid the loud visual chaos that surrounded me. The room was a disaster area. Something had torn through here and destroyed the bed, the dresser, the chair, the carpet, the curtains. How the hell had I survived? I realized, in my shock at this odd awakening, that I wasn't sure if I even had any injuries. I started patting my body down and looking myself over. There was nothing visible, and nothing seemed to hurt, except maybe for a slight throbbing in my head. I realized that I was completely naked. I noticed the t-shirt and boxers I'd remembered wearing the night before were a part of the cacophony of shredded material that sat upon what bits were left of the bed. Why the hell was I completely naked? What had happened to my clothes? And how could they be so completely torn and shredded while I had not a single scratch on my body? Had I done this?